He's from Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania. Good dealer. Forever. Yeah, I asked one of the girls her age at the table, and I wanted to tell her that she wasn't even born when I got elected. And it's true, 45 years ago. I won't tell you which one it was. And we just got over the records of the driver's license. You know, they went out of business with no phone calls. I said, what? We had wonderful tag laws, all operating computers. And they went out of business on driver's license without calling me. So we had to take over driver's license within about 10 days. But we did a beautiful job on staff. But anyhow, we're here to talk about Toastmasters. Now, if you're going to have a goal in life, pray on it, and it will come to you. I have been so blessed in my 93 years that I've been on this earth. In fact, when I want to ask a question about history, I can't call anybody because they're all gone. I've got to go dig myself for the information. But there was 5 or 6 times in my life that divine guidance saved me. And the first one, of course, was in World War II. I was frontline infantry. They were going after Hitler, one division. And our division was back for a rest. And guess what? I arrived at the Air Force with 7 stripes. And you have to take people up front here. Sergeant. I said, Captain, sir, I'm here. I've been through the Air Force Rebel Devil, and I'm here to help what I can. Never shot a gun in my life except in practice. And I didn't have to go up front. They rested, the war ended, and I got to go to Paris for 6 months. Never thought I'd ever get to Paris, one of my favorite cities. But anyhow, that's the first one. And then the second one was, when I got back to Orlando, I ran for district governor of Toastmasters. We had $2,000, and most of it mine. Actually, Cal Gould put in some, and Carl, and some of the guys. We put in about 2,000, circulated the state, pushing me for district governor. We had 3 candidates, one from Miami, one from Jacksonville, and myself. We won the first ballot. The second ballot, we worked on the wrong group to get their vote for the next ballot. And that's what happened. We worked on the Jacksonville group and the Miami group won. So I didn't get to be Toastmaster. I actually cried that day. I wanted it so bad because I love Toastmasters, what it's done for me. But that was the biggest second blessing in my life. Besides, of course, my wonderful wife that I was blessed with. I'll tell you later about that. But I was blessed with that decision. That job paid nothing, where this job paid money. I came back, borrowed 7. I had worked for Mr. Chief, the former collector. I borrowed $750 from the credit union and won my first race against the Democratic state chairman. Now, he's pretty hot on politics, but this Toastmasters Club had taught me about debate. And that first speech, I beat him, and he wanted to go ahead of me, but it was, I said, no, sir, it's alphabetical. Your name is M and mine is W, and I want to find out what you're going to say. And that gave me enough guts to mention that to him, and I won that race. And then I got reelected 11 times since then, which was another blessing. I'm absolutely thrilled with my job. I wished I could live 20 more years. This is going to be some kind of city. When they get that stuff, and I'll ramble in this speech, why they don't make me best speaker. I stay away from but I'm not using notes, I get credit for that. But anyhow, when this town gets that doctor's college and all that going out there, I know the lady that owned that property, Netsie Terry, owned all that beautiful land that they're buying out there, the one that Desiree Ranch had. And that's about where it's going to be. And of course, you already know it's groundbreaking and all going on. But the town is just going to grow and grow and grow. But during those 45 years of collector, I've enjoyed every day of it. We tiered the service. I got 200 of the best clerks that anybody could have, best people. And you know what's going to happen, I think? They're the ones that built it and started it. I thought about it today. They're walking out with a lot of experience working that line about that. We go right up to the legal part. We can't do that, but they know what they're doing. If you go in those offices and watch all 8 of them. But anyhow, what's going to happen due to the beautiful thing they passed called drop, where they're going to get a nice lump sum to retire. And it looks like all the people I started with are going to be gone before I am. Because I've been fortunate enough to get elected, as I said, 11. But Toastmasters is some unique organization. It started with 12 men in California. I met Mr. Smedley. He was about my size, gray hair. Looked a little bit like me a little bit, I guess. You saw his picture. But I met him at Winter Park. And he started it with a group of 12 or 15 guys from the YMCA. Of course, then there were no females and none of our African-American beautiful people that we have here tonight. But it worked into be a beautiful organization where everybody's welcome. And Carl and I are trying to figure how many Toastmasters we must have met in his 25 years and my 40, is it? How many? 52. And all those how many beautiful people we met that it would be a pleasure to visit with or be in your home or be like here tonight. But I carried this lectern all over Orlando. We went to Denny's, we went to IHOP, we went to all those places carrying this lectern to keep this club rolling. We were a mobile club then. We even went into Frisch's and the library and had this, atop of the Angie built, had this lectern everywhere, but we kept old 1066 rolling. This man tried to get me in. Watch my time. Yeah. Well, that's a third banner. You lost about 8, didn't you? It must be at least your 4th banner. But anyhow, we kept this club going, and the top club. We were the top club in the world one time, and I hope you can get back to that again, because quite an honor. And I know I'm rambling way off, but I'm supposed to talk about the history of the club, but and there goes, nobody jammed a glass on it. That's right, you've got to do that. You know, when you go to a club that doesn't do that, you're going to hear a lot of And somebody told me tonight the president does it. I got to watch that. I didn't notice him doing that. But he made a beautiful speech a year ago. He said, that man's going somewhere. But anyhow, that's the 3rd time, of course, I got blessed. And then, of course, when I came back, I had a melanoma, and then another a clutch. The armor don't say clutch. But anyhow, I had a melanoma. That's why I had a swollen arm for 30 years. And you know, my sister died in February, and she said, you know, Earl, you never complained about that. But I think one of the reasons I've lived so long is the fact that I've been so positive. I have tried to be positive. So I suggest you be positive, be prayerful, be on top of what you're doing, know what you're doing, because the mind is a terrible thing to lose. I've been close to dementia patients lately. In fact, I'm a caretaker for my wife now. It's the most terrible thing to watch somebody you love go through that. And it's really hurt me. That's why I can't come Monday night, because I can't leave her alone. She won't accept the sitter. I don't want to put her in a